I'm recording right now. I think it's just after 7 o'clock on a Monday. It is still light outside. I think spring is here, guys. This is going to be great. Welcome back to another album reviews with me. I'm Kane from Dusty, Oregon. And this week I have a couple pop albums for you and one not so poppy, but still an absolute gem for you. Plus, of course, a couple other recommendations. These are all from New Music Friday this past Friday, the 18th of March. Sorry for the delay if you've been waiting for me to send out some of these reviews. I had a bit of a hectic weekend and I took essentially yesterday off, Sunday off entirely. So just to, recuperate a bit. So that's part of the reason why there's a bit of a delay. Hopefully you don't mind. Anyways, don't forget to go check out the website, dustyorgan.com. Lots of great new music up there. I've just been posting all day. Handful of new tracks that you've got to go check out. And a couple music videos too. So you got to go watch them at the site. As well, if you aren't already, go subscribe to my Patreon. That would mean so much to me. For just $4 a month, you get access to a bunch of album schedules, concert schedules, and you can request to your local town anywhere in the world. I'll keep track of that for you. Plus, you get access to the extended From the Inbox playlist, which is quite a treat if I do say so myself. And you also get access to the concert galleries, the full concert galleries from all the shows I go to. And maybe you get added to my close friends on Instagram. A little more extra behind the scenes stuff every once in a while. Patreon.com/DustyOregon. Very easy to get to. And if you want to be like me, rocking this cool t-shirt or hoodie or whatever I got left up in the store, go check it out, dustyorgan.bigcartel.com. Go support the site. I've got a couple more t-shirts left. Things are flying off the shelves. I'm very, very grateful for everybody who's purchased something right at this point already. And if you are in Toronto on April 1st, 2022, that's next week. I'm very, very excited. I'm hosting my first ever live event with Dusty Oregon to celebrate my 8th anniversary with this thing. This weird old child of mine is turning 8, so it is a 19 plus event, but there's going to be free cover, live music, 3 bands are playing, prizes. I've been messaging a whole bunch of companies and stuff, and some of them have been very generous to get back to me. Craig's Cookies, Steam Whistle, Loaded Pierogi, a couple other companies as well I'm waiting to hear back from, hopefully to make a nice cool prize bundle at the show. So go head over there if you're in Toronto, and tell all your friends if you're not in Toronto, so you can live vicariously through them on a Friday night. I'm going to be hosting. I got some jokes lined up for you. It's going to be a really good time, so just please show up, be there. As well, sorry for rambling this intro a little bit, but if you haven't already, follow me on Twitch. If you're an artist, if you are an emerging indie artist, every week I try my best to do it on Wednesdays, but I host the live feedback show. So if you're a new artist and you want to get your music heard and talked about and some genuine, honest feedback, and I'm not talking about going to your mom and being like, what do you think of this? Like, I'm talking real feedback from a musician standpoint and from a blogger standpoint. I can offer you that for free. Just head out, just go follow me on Twitch and stay tuned for that every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm trying to be helpful here. I really am. I'm just trying to be helpful. And now I'm done with the self-promotion, okay? I'm done with it. We can get on with the album reviews as you've patiently been waiting. And if you have not been waiting and you just skipped to this part of me talking about the albums, that's okay too, because I'm going to say all this at the end again. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, let's get those album reviews. So I feel like a lot of people were very, very excited about this new album. This is Charli XCX's new album, Crash. And I'm sure that there was a collective ball of excitement at midnight when it dropped on Friday. And then 30 minutes later, everyone was kind of releasing this sigh of disappointment. And that's kind of just how I felt about this album. Now, for Charli XCX, Crash isn't a bad album. It just kind of comes off as trivial and plastic and almost meaningless within the realm of her previous recordings. And depending on your perspective, which could be kind of a bad thing. Now, as far as pop albums go, though, this is a really fun record. It's very, very enjoyable. It's easy to consume. And there's a lot of homage to 80s and 90s synth pop, which is kind of fun, especially if you start to picture her more of like a Madonna type or anything. And that is literally the intent of this album. She's admitted it in interviews. This is supposed to be a mass-consumed, easy-to-enjoy album and with lots of replay value. So with that in mind, I don't really feel like there's very much to discuss about this record. I think personally what this album actually represents is more about her next step. This is her last album with a major label contract. So in theory, she can go and do whatever the hell she wants with her next release once this contract's up. So is this whole hyperpop, boundary pushing style that she's kind of crafted for her name, is that kind of gone now? Is she going to be really focusing on this mainstream commercial pop? Does she want to be like the next Britney Spears or something like that? Is that her goal? I don't know. But my conspiracy theory is that this is actually more of a subtle FU to the industry heads, where she's actually being like, here you go, here's a piece of garbage to clear off my contract, enjoy, we're going to sell a bunch of records, people are going to still love it, and my next big thing is coming up next, so sucker. So with that all in mind, conspiracy theory aside, this Crash album is not anywhere near her best record. There are a few standout hits. Personally, I really enjoyed Beg For You featuring none other than Rina Sawayama, who is one of my all-time favorite pop artists. And the thing about Charli XCX is always the anticipation about what she's going to do next. And this release, the answer is nothing really. So I'm going to have to give this one a 5.5 out of 10. Do I smell the pop album of the year? It's either that or the lollipop that I lodged up my nostril as a kid is finally becoming unlodged. Personally, I think it is Latin pop star Rosalia with her new album, Motomami. It has taken her 3 years for what she puts as an extensive creative process. And the result, whatever she did, I don't know what she did, but it worked. It worked, people. Motomami is a well-rounded and eccentric album that manages to put some fuel into the genre of pop music and what it means to be an international star just in general, because this is a fully Spanish record, but as a native English speaker that knows no Spanish whatsoever, I absolutely adored every single word she's saying. Although I think some of it was nonsensical, but I don't know any better. And this is great because it kind of follows in the footsteps of her 2018 sophomore album, El Mar Querer, and it had that experimental pop aesthetic that really captured her as a star. And now Motomami is kind of following suit with that, which is great. Whatever her team, producers and songwriters, herself included, of course, they've done a wonderful job of modernizing elements of bachata, flamenco, and even reggaeton too, which she says was a major inspiration for this record, with wonderful, edgy, rhythmic production and electronic influences. And it just feels stupendously unpredictable and invigorating overall. What's great too is none of the tracks really replicate each other. They all feel very genuine and very, very different, but yet they all fall within this cohesive sonic palette. Not to mention, Rosalia has probably one of the most mesmerizing voices in pop music today. The word angelic almost comes off as an understatement, really. I could listen to her sing The Phone Book for all I care. Motomami is just a wonderful record. I think it's going to be in the top 10 albums of the year for many, many music critics. And without a doubt, I have to give this one a 9 out of 10. This is a great record. Go listen to it right now and make sure you got some headphones for it too. All right, we've been talking about pop music too much. So to even the playing field, I've got Scottish indie rock four-piece The Ninth Wave and their sophomore album, Heavy Like a Headache. And it is a commanding, tremendous, wonderful 15-track effort that celebrates the honesty of being human. Talking about anger, fear, loneliness, loss, really heavy subjects, which makes for the album's title somewhat apt. And these are all the driving forces behind their lyrics and their genre-fluid indie rock sound. And like I said before, you can really sense the heaviness of the lyrics and just their brooding musicality on this record. Co-vocalists Hayden Park Patterson and Millie Kidd, they take turns with lead vocal duties and taking turns with the harmonies behind each other as well. And it builds this wonderful, wonderful contrast because you've got Hayden's really deep, rich, almost baritone vocals. And I believe she's like a soprano, Millie. And it's just this wonderful, angelic vocal quality, which both of them manage to carry this stark weight with each line. And then even further, beyond those words and their voices themselves, there's like this plethora of detail just hidden within the mix and the instrumentation. And they produce this album themselves, and you can really sense the attention to detail on a lot of these tracks. It's really, really wonderful to listen to, especially with headphones on. You get these elements of percussive texture and this really raw shoegaze guitar tones, which I really enjoyed. Which is great too, because it plays pretty smoothly on the surface. It feels really nice and enjoyable, but then you take a deeper listen and there's a lot more to uncover beneath this iceberg of sound. Overall, this is another phenomenal effort from the Glasgow pals. But there is some bad news, however, because they did recently announce that they're going to be taking an indefinite hiatus starting at the end of this month of March. So this might be the last stamp of content from the band. They're all wanting to start doing their own things individually or maybe together. I'm not sure exactly. But this might be the last Ninth Wave record. And if that happens to be the case, they are definitely going out with a bang. Go check out this record, Heavy Like a Headache from the Ninth Wave. I'm going to give this one a solid 8 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stuck around to watch all 3 of those album reviews because, like I said, there's some great stuff this week, and I'm always open to more criticism as well, too. I think it's important to discuss albums that you really enjoyed and really didn't enjoy, and this week, like I said, Charli XCX just didn't really deliver for me, so fortunately, there were some albums to make up for it. And if you want a couple more recommendations for this past Friday, March 18th, go check out Geneviève Rasset, her new album Satellite, which I just made a concert vlog not too long ago about her as well. She came down to Toronto. There's a new Cypress Hill album, Back in Black, of course, and this really, really cool record from Electro Guzzi. They're this acoustic techno jazz band. all instrumental, really great for working to or cooking to. It's a really cool record. I would recommend that as well. Go check that out. And thank you so much for sticking around to the very end of this as well. So if you are a fan of this album review stuff, subscribe to the channel. I'm also going to start doing some vlogging and stuff like that as well, so stay tuned for more of that. And I think I have one coming out this Wednesday, so keep track of that too. And of course, if you are in Toronto April 1st, go check out the live show that I'm hosting in Kensington Market at Handlebar. Sign up for the Patreon. Go check out the website, dustyorgan.com. Get yourself some cool-ass merch, dustyorgan.bigcartel.com. And I'm starting to lose my breath. This is so much stuff going on. Oh, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Instagram, follow me everywhere. Just freaking follow me, people. A lot of great stuff. There's so much great music out there, and I'm trying my best to get it all to you. Go discover some new music. Let me know what you think of everything in the comments. Some content ideas. If you agreed with my album reviews, if you want to see more of the vlog stuff, just let me know. I want to talk to you. I got to figure out what you guys are looking for. And don't forget to subscribe if I haven't said that already. I need some more subscribers. Help me reach 100 by the end of this month. I think that's a really reasonable goal. So tell your friends all about me. Subscribe to the channel right now. Just go do it right now. Thank you. And I'll see you guys next week or in a couple days with the new vlog. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.